Do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Willie Jolley and
this is Dee,
my cute little wifey, my co-host and co-author of the book, Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last, 10 Secrets to Shape a Great Marriage. And we have been married going on 39 years, and I still got the hots for her. Yeah, dude. She's a cutie pie, and I'm going to keep her. I'm going to keep you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So welcome, everybody. For those who are first-timers, welcome. I'm Dr. Willie Jolley, and I'm the host of the Willie Jolley Show on Sirius XM. And Wake Up and Win with Dr. Willie Jolley on Radio 1 stations across America every morning at 8:20 Eastern, 7:20 Central. On Praise 104, well, Praise with the Erica Campbell show called Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell. I love sharing my daily message every day. And I am grateful for our XM show now being the #1 self-help show in the country and the podcast being in the 5% of downloads. Got to give a shout out to all the people around the world who watch this on YouTube in the replay. I've had so many people who said they watch the show on the replay. Wow.
However you get it, share it.
Share it, share it, share it, share it, share it. And we thank you. We really do thank you for telling people about it. Look, we're getting book orders every day. Just about every day we're getting book orders from people who are saying, I want the book, and we're grateful. So, and we want to help people. So thank you. Okay, let's talk about this provocative topic tonight.
It's just a sad.
It is kind of sad. It's
what
sad.
Does provocative mean?
I mean, it's itchy twitchy. That's what it means.
Oh, that's terrible.
It is itchy twitchy. You know this is itchy twitchy topic. All right, go ahead, read it. Oh, you got to get closer to the. How do I have to keep you way over in the corner? Go ahead.
If I get any closer to you, I'd be sitting on your lap.
Ooh. Okay, come on over here. All right, go ahead, your little self. Okay.
All right. It says, my spouse and my friend slept together. What should I do? So, quick backstory. This is all we have. My friend slept with my spouse, and I found out. So, we don't know exactly how she found out, right? She said to me that she wanted to prove that my husband was not good for me and that we should divorce. And I'm heartbroken. What should I do?
Ooh. Wow.
That's a different spin on it.
This is quite a...
my friend sleeps with my spouse to show that my spouse is not good for me. That's basically what she's saying. Isn't that an interesting take on? So
let's see if I got this right. This person, you might be watching, so we're going to tell you what you should do in this situation from our perspective. Mm-hmm. And remember, folks, we say it over and over again. We are not marriage therapists. We are not marriage counselors. We are mentors. We wrote a book that's a mentoring book, not therapy or counseling. Now, that's it. The woman is married to this guy.
Yes.
And has a good friend.
Well,
has a friend who
we now know
is not a good friend.
Not a good friend.
But a friend who she thought was a good friend.
Correct.
The friend slept with the husband. Mm-hmm. She says to prove to the wife that he was no good.
Right. And that
she should divorce him.
So
and she found out about the wife found out about it, and the friend says, well, I did it to show you that this dude was no good.
Why is the friend in the middle of the business
in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Well, look,
who should be the closest one to you? Your mate. Your mate should be.
That's right. And we have said in the book, don't be having conversations about your marriage with people who are not happily married.
Correct.
Am I right?
Correct.
And so it sounds like this person was not obviously happily married and probably single. And
that's a whole nother red flag. When you get married, what? You leave, weave, and cleave to your new mate, right?
That's right in the book. It's in the book. It's in the book. You weave, cleave.
So you're developing your own special relationship with your spouse. So your closest person should be your spouse.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so
there are a lot of other things going on, but specifically, this is the question.
So this is the question. She wants to know, what should she do? Okay, you want to take the first stab at it?
I'll take it. And I said, I didn't say it's provocative. I said, I feel I'm sorry and I'm sad. And the first thing is that this person is not a friend, and you need to evaluate why you're close or were close to this person who is a backstabbing person. Okay? That's what I would say. And a real friend would not be sleeping with your spouse to prove a point to you or to anybody else. So I would dump them. What does it say? I would get rid of them.
What about the husband?
Now, the next thing is that, and here's what I would say also. I thought about what Pastor said, and I've been reading Pastor's book.
First Baptist Church of Glen Arden, Pastor John Kenneth Jenkins Sr. Great new book. He was on my
He's wrote a book, Grace to Grow. And great in the book, it's a good summary of the principles of our church. And he talks about SBI. And so as I was reviewing this, I thought, SBI. So what's the situation? If I were this friend to the married lady, and you saw that there was an issue with the husband, maybe you should have invoked SBI. Here's the situation that I saw. All right. The S. Now, here's the
S is for situation.
The situation. On such and such a date, and this kind of environment, and the behavior that I saw was that your spouse was cuddled up in the corner in the coffee shop or something with X person and was kissing him. And then the impact. Oh, I was upset for you, and thought that I should at least tell you about that. So that's what I was thinking as maybe I would do that, but in essence, I would not be in anybody. I would do my best to not be in anybody's business to begin with. And then the next thing, I would dump the friend, but not my husband. I would drag my husband to counseling before I hurt him. Good Christian woman.
Good Christian.
I've been working on not changing body parts because I don't want to go to hell, right? So I'd have to let the Spirit work on me a lot.
What did you say earlier today when you first read that?
This is a better version.
Hey, this is a better version
this
of you?
This is a much more clean version.
When she said today, she said, watch out, Lorena Bobbitt. I might be the Bobbitt.
No, I did not. I kind of said that.
Yeah, you did.
I would not be cutting up pieces and destroying, but I'd be thinking about it. And then I'd have to pray myself through so I would not permanently, because he'd have to work. No, I'm not divorcing him. So we'd have to work on what was the problem in the relationship to begin with. And how come.
So the thing is SBI, so it's situation, behavior.
This is the situation, this is
impact.
The behavior, and this is the impact. Okay, if you are a friend, we're not talking about the wife now. If you're a friend who says to the wife, this is what I saw. Instead, let me just sleep with your husband to show you that he's no good. If you saw something, what made you think he was no good, right?
Yeah.
It was a situation, his behavior that I saw, and his impact. I felt bad for you, and this is why I'm sharing it with you as one way of looking at it. But for personally, I would not, if I were the friend who saw it, I'd try not to be engaged in that process at all. Telling on somebody's relationship.
That's a whole nother conversation. If you have a friend, if you're a friend and you saw something, would it be good or bad for you to get in their business and tell, to get in the middle of it?
I really have to think about that, and I'd have to pray about that. And I think it would depend upon whether or not that person saw me. Like you're out and you're like, isn't that so-and-so? And they
Terrence just said a good thing. He said, in the age of everybody having a camera on their phone, all you got to do is take the video.
And then do what with it?
Then send it to the wife or the spouse. Okay. He said in the age of video, she could have showed her on video, not going in personally. he said it sounded like a little entrapment to him.
Mm.
But
when you send the video, who it came from comes with it.
Yes.
Mm.
So that's Dee's take?
Yes.
So one of our staff people, when we're going through this today, her name will be left out of my mouth because she told me she'll hurt me if I keep talking about her. But she said if that had happened to her, there'd be some violence.
It's really not funny.
She said there'd be some violence for both parties. Okay, let me tell you what I think you should do. First of all, get rid of that friend. That's first of all. We agree on that. Get rid of the friend. That person's not a friend. A friend loveth at all times. That's biblical. A friend loveth at all times. And that's not showing love that you sleep with the husband to prove to your friend that the husband was
no, relationship is so warped today, though, that she might honestly think that this was something good. I don't know.
Well, she's warped. Obviously, she's not a good friend. She's crazy or something, demented or something. Get rid of that friend. That's first. Second, do not get rid of your mate. That's my recommendation. That mate needs counseling. Y'all need counseling. Now, again, another staff person said, oh, no. I'd get rid of it. I said, let me tell you a story. In the book, when it says, what chapter is he in? He's in the chapter on sex, always sex headaches and never lies, and the question about temptation, page 120. My friend, let me read it. Kevin Toney. My friend Kevin Toney is a Grammy-nominated jazz pianist and founding members of the group The Blackbirds. He wrote a book entitled Breaking the Men's Code. He grew up in Detroit in a time when it was fashionable for men to have a chick on the side. When Kevin got married, he continued with the men's code he had been taught by his father and uncles, and it almost ruined his marriage and even worse, his life. Thankfully, he had a friend who refused to lie for him when Kevin used the friend as an alibi. Kevin was forced to confess to his wife that he had been unfaithful for over 20 years.
Wow.
For over 20 years, he had been running around with women in different cities. He was very thankful that his wife did not divorce him and was willing to go with him to counseling. They had a spiritual renewal that changed his life and their marriage and sustained their marriage. They agreed that their faith in Jesus Christ was the key to renewing their marriage. Today, Kevin is a best-selling author of the book Breaking the Men's Code. He has a men's ministry out of his church in Los Angeles, and he helps men all over the world now to break the men's code. He and his wife have rejoined, are rehealed, are loving, and it can be fixed. That's what I want to say. So that's why I say get rid of the friend, get counseling for the husband, and counseling for the relationship. And the two of you get counseling.
I think it requires humility.
On whose part?
Both.
I say more because I don't know where that's going. Humility. I know you gotta be humility, but
in order for the wife to say,
it's forgiveness. The word is forgiveness. It's forgiveness and saying.
I think you have to have some humility to be able to forgive.
But
and to also say, I'm not saying to say, oh my, or wonder what I did wrong, but there's something wrong. I missed something in the relationship that this could get by me. that my spouse would be interested in sleeping with somebody else who's my best friend.
If you,
or if there's some temptations and stuff, flirting going on. How did I miss that? I think that's part of it.
Then you're blaming the victim, Dee.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're saying it's her. She had a part to play by not seeing it. No, men are very coy. They're very good at being sneaky. Okay, nobody could have seen that. That's not no. I think it's forgiveness. Now, first of all, however it got to this is about forgiveness. And one spouse saying, you messed up, and
I'm willing to try again. That's why
that's
wrong
right.
word. Okay.
All right, forgiveness. And that, I think maybe that's where you were going, but I got to use the right term and got to get it in the right stable, okay, in the right lane. Oh, way over here somewhere. That's why I had to have my part, okay? You didn't give your little part. I told you to give yours first, and then I was going to give y'all the real deal. So let's see, Terrence said
the real deal,
the right deal, okay? We cannot take foolishness and make common sense out of it. A friend, a so-called friend, gotta go. The friend gotta go. Friend gotta go. We all agree on that.
It's not a friend.
That person is not a friend. A friend loveth at all times, and not by loving your husband. Okay, that ain't the answer.
Right.
And so this needs to be, we trying to heal marriages, keep marriages together, and infidelity is something that happens often.
And there are different kinds of infidelity. You don't even have to go. You have to be sleeping with them. You have emotional infidelity, and that becomes that's a big deal with women.
That's a big deal.
Research shows, because we had discussed that sometime before about the different kinds of infidelity.
Yes, we did.
And for women, it's a bigger deal to be, the sex, but emotionally, that you are attached to somebody else and sharing with them more than you're sharing with me. That's very upsetting. So I don't know how much that played a role too.
Let me just go down that rabbit hole a little bit.
Okay, what rabbit hole?
About emotional infidelity, because I've had people who I've mentored, talked to, tried to help, where there was emotional infidelity, not physical, but emotional, and the wife was still devastated,
unforgiving,
and
doesn't it require humility on?
Well, it requires forgiveness. So you're trying to get that humility back in it. Because you just read the book Grace to Grow, and that's all that's on the top of your head, because he talks about humility in your faith walk. And that's what you keep pushing. I'm going to find the way to put this in here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, emotional infidelity is impactful as well. So we got infidelity, sexual infidelity, emotional infidelity, different types of infidelity. But here's the thing. I'm encouraging people that, I hate to say it, but
what?
Because
spit it out.
I take this man to be my lawful husband, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health. That's what you said. Okay. To death do us part. And so I'm saying, what's better? What's worse?
What do you mean?
When you say better or for worse, what's better? Better is everything goes good.
Mm-hmm.
But what's worse? Infidelity is worse. It's bad. But that's the vow. And so I'm encouraging people to work through this. Okay,
because I was going
it's going to be painful. It's going to be uncomfortable. But I just gave you an example of a marriage that was healed and made whole because they did not give up. Because it was tough. Look, there are relationship call-in shows. I'll usually leave them nameless, but some of them are popular.
Many say the same thing.
And they all say the same
Get rid
thing.
of everybody.
And when there's a problem, infidelity, or any kind of problem, first thing they all say is, hey, divorce them. Divorce them.
So now you have a broken family.
And I disagree. Okay, I don't agree with that.
And we don't know about the children.
We don't know if they're the children. We don't know
that
all
makes
of
everything even worse if,
right.
if they're children.
Right. So there are all sorts of byproducts here. Here's what I told Dee. Only way out of this marriage is you die. We in this forever. Till death do us part. And you know what? There have been challenges. Now, we haven't had anything like that because I had to realize that I was scared. I was scared to fool around. Plenty of opportunities. But no. No woman. I can carry. Here's what I can say as my former pastor when I was growing up used to say. He said, no woman other than my wife knows my anatomy or my true biological positioning. Okay, no one knows what parts I got except my wife. No one can attest that they've seen any other part of me other than my face and my hands, except my wife. So in other words, he said that wasn't going to happen. And so I have not been unfaithful. I haven't been with anybody else.
You haven't strayed?
No. Like Terrence said it, I'd be sleeping with one eye open. And
that would be wise.
That would be true because she already said, oh, no, I'm not going to kill you. No.
I don't look good.
No, she said, I don't look in stripes or orange.
And I don't want to go to hell.
But super glue is a powerful thing. If you can't keep it to yourself, we'll make sure you keep it to yourself. Oh!
In Jesus' name.
So brother is skirt. I skirt. So, but here's what I say to Brenda Colson said, D, you are funny. So I'm encouraging whoever watches this, and if that lady is watching this, one, get rid of that friend. Yes. Everybody agrees with that. And number two, where other people would tell you to divorce him, I'm saying do not divorce him. You get counseling and you work through this.
Work on your relationship and healing your family.
That's right. And y'all got married for a reason. There was some attraction, some reason you decided
and you still have the opportunity to build a legacy.
You do. You have a great opportunity to build something together. It'll be tough, but better or worse, richer or poor.
Don't want to
in sickness
sad and alone.
Or the health. Okay, till death do us part. I'm encouraging that. If you don't have the book, look, if you do not have the book, I highly recommend you get 2 copies, one for you and one for him. Okay, and y'all read it together. We've had couples who were
you want to read it and then you want to
talk about it at each chapter. Right.
There is no, when you're sharing whatever something we listened to today made me think about how with each chapter we wrote, how we agreed, but we came from different perspectives.
That's right. Terrence said, yes. Buy the book. Both of them, and read it cover to cover. Thank you, Terrence. Terrence has told so many people on his Facebook page and his seminars and his events to get the book. I believe that's the reason why so many have gotten it, as well as the Kazeras have told so many people.
We so appreciate that.
He put a big article in his column, his syndicated column about the book. So thank you all for that. You know what? We wrote the book to save 1 million marriages, enhance 1 million more. Marriages are in trouble.
Saving marriages help to keep the communities together.
Yes.
Okay.
So we highly recommend you get 2 copies. Go to jolleymarriage.com. In fact, to this lady, get the bundle. Get the bundle, which is 2 books, 2 workbooks. It's a workbook, an audio book, and a CD seminar series. Okay.
Sometimes it's better to listen Some people find it
yes,
easier
a lot
to
of people
listen.
say they would listen on audio while they're riding in the car together
Right,
and
right.
talk about it.
Right.
Do that. It's us reading the book, us being the audio performance. So do that. It will change your marriage. We are encouraging you to do that. We want marriages to stay together. We want you to be happy. We are you follow us on Instagram. Last night we were out, had a date. We have a date every night.
But we went to a sushi restaurant.
Yeah, I went to
last
sushi
night.
bar last night, a restaurant, and had a nice meal. And we took pictures and videos. And then we went outside. And there was this great big tricycle, and she got on the tricycle.
A 6-foot tricycle.
Because she don't know how to ride a bike, so a tricycle works. And so we took video of that. And we even took a video of us cooking tonight, cooking together.
It was major. He was cooking hot dogs, and I was cooking salad.
What you were cooking. Now she actually can cook, but now that she's vegan,
What does that mean?
That means the cooking doesn't happen often. All right.
All right. Sweet potatoes.
Terrence, thank you. He said, I want that book in every church, every library. That's my prayer.
Thank you.
And Terrence saw me with my man, Kenny Lattimore. He was fantastic. He's my little brother, Kenny Lattimore. And thank you. Chris Richardson also gave a shout out. He said, you're doing great. Thank you, Chris Richardson. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see what else. And Brenda is a vegan. Okay.
See, Brenda, please explain.
Now listen, interesting. Brenda asked, would you recommend 2 books for you and a friend? Not in a relationship yet. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. We had a lady who at the church. That was the funniest one, where she said she came up. We were at a church, and she came up. I need you to get me 2 books real quick, because my husband's on the way. I said, oh, okay, Dee, come on quick. We got to sign 2 books because her husband's coming to pick her up. She said, no. He on the way. I ain't got no husband. He on the way. When he get here, I want to make sure he read this book to treat me like you treat your wife. I want the same thing. And I said, wow, that's funny. So yes, Brenda, get 2 copies. And Mr. Take you out, go out, Mr. Come along. Hey, I need you to read this and see how you like this. Check it out, okay?
Well, even reading it.
Hey, Kenny told Kenny to get the book. Kenny Lattimore has the book, and he says it's helped a whole lot. So that's good. Okay, so we got a lot of great comments. Our time is up. Oh yeah, my goodness. I hope y'all enjoyed this commentary.
I have one more thing.
Oh yeah, she got it. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry. Here we go.
Because this is March. Okay, so what's happening? What's happening in March? What's happening in March?
Yes.
Daylight savings time. Isn't it earlier this year?
Yes, it is.
So it's coming up on Sunday.
This Sunday.
The 10th, daylight savings time, which means we spring forward, which means that if I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I can get out and it'll be daytime.
It'll be light.
It'll be light. I don't have to wait for darkness to come.
All right.
March 15 is tax filing for partnerships and for S corporations. And we're an S corporation, and our business taxes are done. Praise the Lord.
Amen.
Done and gone. Amen. Okay. And then March 17 is green. You know what that is?
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. And do you know a little bit of the history of St.
I got a whole story. If you're not on my daily motivational messages every day, you need to go to wjwild.com.
You have a message for St. Patrick's Day?
I have a special message for
St.
St.
Patrick's Day. Give me 10 seconds.
About St. Patrick was a missionary who went to Ireland to take Christ to the people in Ireland.
You know what? He went back to Ireland because he had been captured. That's a whole nother thing.
Right.
And had been in prison in
That's
Ireland.
Right.
And he had to walk over 200 miles to escape and all this kind of stuff. And he had a revelation that God was saying to him when he got back to England,
right,
that he should now go back and teach Christianity in Ireland.
Okay, go ahead.
And so he is credited with spreading the gospel throughout Ireland. Isn't that something?
Yes.
So it started off as a Christian holiday, and then it fell apart and became a drunken stupor.
Okay.
on March 22nd, we got the NCAA women's basketball tournament.
That girl is going to shoot the lights out. What's her name? From Iowa. Ooh, she's
amazing. And
she's
very,
incredible. Applaud her.
Yes.
Applaud her. Okay.
And then we've got the 24th, which is Palm Sunday.
Yep.
And the 29th is Good Friday.
Yeah.
And then we're at Easter Sunday, and it's March 31, and I'm praying for warm weather. How about that?
Amen.
And that's done. That's not one more thing.
And the cherry blossoms are going to be on the 23rd. You didn't have that in there.
Oh, I did it. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're going to be on the 23rd here in D.C.
The cherry blossom parade festival.
They're going to be a full bloom 23rd through the 26th.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Early this year.
March
23rd through 26th, cherry blossoms will be in full bloom.
So we'll be out taking photos?
Yeah. We'll be out doing our thing. All right, folks, our time is up. Wow. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Would you share it with everybody you know, Lottie Dottie and everybody? Go to winwithwillie.com for resources to help you win more, all sorts of free gifts in there. Listen to me on Sirius XM. My guest this week is Dave Yoho, was my mentor at 94 years old, talked about how to never pay interest on anything and why it's important. And then my guest coming up this weekend on Saturday.
Most obvious thing, because you're going to save money.
That's right. And Simon T. Bailey will be my guest on Saturday with his brand new book, Resilience. And it's a powerful book. Before you get brilliance, you got to also have resilience. Mm-hmm. All right. Now we got to go. I hope y'all enjoyed it. See y'all next week. God willing, and the creek don't rise.
Please.
All right, share with everybody. You know, we're going out with a song from my jazz album. You can get that at williejolly.com/jazz. Close to you.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you.